Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gabby. I am here with Winston. This is his third week with us here at Best Paw Forward. He is a part of our board and train program here. And what we are going to be working with him today on is a little bit of recall. So one of the things that he is here for is recall, making sure that he is able to come back to us when we call his name is very, very important for your dog to know. So we want to make sure that we are working on that. So when you start out with recall, I'm going to go over a little bit of how to start and then where we are at currently and then what our next steps are going to be. So when you start out recall, we want to work in a very low distraction environment. We want to set our dogs up for success. So the way we do that is making sure that they are in an environment that isn't too distracting when they are learning this new skill. So when we started with him, we started inside the barn, low distraction, nothing really going on, no other dogs, no other people around. And we started with him on leash. So that way, if he does get a little bit distracted, we can put a little bit of pressure on that leash when we tell him to come to make sure that that happens. Make sure that he's not ignoring us. So now we moved outside. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have him on leash again, and I'm going to start off that way. If he's doing really well, then we're going to drop that leash. We're in a fenced-in area here. So this is that second step, that moderate distraction. We're outside. There's a bunch of different smells out here. And then that next step is going to be in the field, working out there, because it's even more distracting. We have dogs working out there. We have different animals out there. So gradually starting to increase that difficulty is very important when you're teaching your dog a new skill. Okay, so what we're gonna do, hey bud, is I'm gonna have him again on leash. And when we are starting out with recall, we want to make sure we're only calling his name when his head is up and his nose is not sniffing around. Again, the reason for that is we want to set him up for success. The more he does this and succeeds, the better he's going to get. And then eventually we'll get to that point where he can be sniffing around, in a very high distracting environment, and we'll be able to call him. But we have to work up to that point. So he knows what we're doing. So I want to make sure his attention is off me. I'm going to call his name. Winston, yes, come. Good boy. And then I'm giving him that reinforcement. So what I did there is I called his name. When he looked at me, he made eye contact with me. I marked that with the word yes. And then as he started moving towards me, I told him to come. Now, the reason I'm doing that this way is because, again, this is a different environment, new environment. We want him to succeed. As he gets better with this, then what we can start to do is we can start to say, come, when he looks at us, and then he will start to come towards us. Okay? Winston, come. Now, we've done this a couple of times out here, so I am at that point where I can call his name, tell him to come, and he does come over. Very good. And right now, I just have kibble in his pouch. Another thing you can do when you start to move to these higher distraction environments is start to increase that value of that reinforcement that you have. So if you're working in a very high distraction environment, if you are out in public, if you're at a dog park or a park in general, bring that higher value reinforcement with you to have just in case you need it. Okay? Winston, come. Yes, good boy. So now I can drop that leash. He's able to come over. Another thing, if he's really excited when you're doing this, okay, we might want to tell him to sit when he's a couple feet in front of us so that he's not running up to us and practicing that jumping behavior. Winston, come. Sit. Yes, good boy. That was perfect. Free. Very nice. Good boy. Let's go over here. Winston, come. So there, he stopped a little short. So I'm going to make a little bit of noise. I'm going to get excited. This is exactly why I have that leash on him, though. If he gets distracted, what I'm going to do, since he is still learning, I'm going to pick that leash up. I'm going to have him come over to me, sit, and get that reinforcement. Get it? Because I want to make sure this behavior is happening, okay? Good boy. We'll do one more, and you want to make sure you're ending on success, okay? He's starting to get a little bit slower. He's not responding as quickly. So I'm going to do one more good one, and then we're going to end the session. Winston, come. Yes, good boy. And we're going to end it there. If you guys have any questions at all, let us know in the comments below. He's doing an awesome job, though. He's making a lot of progress, and we look forward to seeing what he does the rest of the week. We'll see you next time.